is
like a fun one.
Yeah,
We'll go serious fun. Yeah.
How do you even find the time or energy for sex when you're exhausted 24/7?
Hi.
Hi.
The same way we find room for dessert.
There's that extra.
There's a separate little sack there.
There's that trap door.
I can be so full, but the trap door, that's reserved. Same with energy, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take this.
Well, I'm just thinking the man is usually the one that still has the energy. It's
You always
convincing
have
your woman,
Yeah.
your partner, your wife after she's had a long day at work.
Right.
And it's a schedule thing, really.
Right.
It's
a schedule thing.
thing.
Maybe don't try to do it or anything romantic.
Right.
When you both are tired, you come home after dinner when the kids are in
Right.
bed. No.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
it fun and kinky. Like meet her for lunch somewhere
Mm.
and wine and diner, have a nice little brunch, couple mimosas in, and then do it in the car.
Oh,
right?
Hey,
Or just like in the high school days with
public
her.
indecency.
Well, it's
Not
tinted,
legally
of course.
anymore.
Sorry about that, but if you have a strong aircon, okay,
I was gonna say tint first before the aircon. But hey, that's a genre. That's a niche in Red Hub or whatever you call it. Pornhub.
Yes, that's
All
right.
right.
Oh,
The untinted class.
Untinted class,
Okay.
yeah. And then eventually wind up at home, maybe.
right.
Yeah.
Let's hope
sorry.
so.
Let's hope so, without being arrested.
Good point about the scheduling, because sometimes if you do leave it till the end of the day, yes, of course you're gonna be one or both of you are gonna be too tired. Try the mornings. I mean, like first thing in the morning.
Huh.
It's usually a great way to.
Morning sex is probably
is
the best sex ever.
Yes.
Although some some
morning
women,
sex
not,
or makeup? Which one?
Ooh, that's
Which one?
well,
Which
no,
one?
I
Which
mean,
one?
if you
Let's
could
take a
take
vote.
the makeup sex on its
All right,
own,
if guys,
without all the
vote.
drama before.
I want you guys to vote. I want you guys to put
Yes.
We're gonna put a poll. Vote.
No pun intended.
Is
Wake up
make-
sex or makeup sex?
Yes.
All right.
If you can
That's it.
honestly have makeup sex in the morning, like get up in the morning.
Best of both worlds?
Get up in the morning and say, "Oh, baby, your breath stinks," and then try to bone her. Like,
I just did
2
that
for
to
1.
piss you off, man.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to the makeup sex.
yeah.
Or you can even say, I don't have time to piss you off. Can we just get straight to the makeup sex? And maybe I just piss you off later.
Right. I didn't take out the garbage. Think of that.
But yeah, scheduling, that really helps. The women sometimes, there's some women that don't like the morning because
Sure.
it zaps them of the energy, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the complete opposite for men who
Yeah.
skipping out the
Yeah,
door.
we're just energized. Like,
They're stopping at every red light all of a sudden.
remember Tom Cruise said, Tom Hanks said big. He goes like he's so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah.
When he walked out and he saw birds, animated birds. Yeah,
But,
that's
all jokes aside,
Right.
if you can't, you have to make time. You
You have to make time.
Don't let that intimacy slip away, because it's a slippery slope, And once you lose the intimacy, sometimes gets awkward. Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
some couples will go months, even years.
Yeah.
and they don't know how to start it again.
Right.
Yeah.
It gets real
Yeah.
It
awkward.
gets real awkward.
It gets real awkward.
initiating it.
Right, right.
The rest is like riding a bike, but
Sure.
the initiation part can get very awkward.
Sure.
Don't let it get to that stage.
yeah.
Make
Well,
sure.
Yeah,
Go
well, we'll use the word scheduling loosely, because if you literally put down, honey, we're having sex at 4 p.m., it loses the spontaneity. You know what I'm saying? Because
Buddy,
that also puts pressure on
I'll
the
tell
man.
you. No. I'll push back against that.
Talaga?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Because
I would love to hear it.
I'm 10 years in, right? So
Okay.
I'm the middle guy.
Okay.
You're fresh.
Yes.
He's on another journey.
He's having amazing
right?
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the one having the most amazing.
I'm the guy. I'm 10 years in.
Yes.
it has to be like a Tuesday night, huh? Or to
Yeah.
some degree, right?
Call him on a
Not-
Tuesday. We all now know not to bug Raffy on a
Do
Tuesday.
not disturb.
Titillating Tuesdays at Raffy's house.
Because if you don't, if you're just going to rely on romance and spontaneity and all of that,
Okay.
life gets in the way.
Okay.
Life will always find a way, especially when you have little kids.
Mhm.
Somebody's gonna get sick. Somebody's gonna, it's gonna get pushed. Somebody's, gonna get called into a meeting. It's gonna get, and it's hard to like rely on romance and spontaneity.
You're funny.
You're nice.
I have always been nice.
I've always been funny.
Well,
Mom? Dad?
Ignore her. That could be anyone.
Phil and Claire Dunphy?
Because every day you have maybe 15 things that you need to 10 things that you need to get done, and you really honestly really get to do only maybe 5 max.
Mhm.
Sex is gonna be number 12, right? It doesn't even have to be sex, like it's just date night, like, but this is our time. No friends, no kids. We don't even have to go to a restaurant. We can go around the block. But we have to make time for ourselves where we're talking, we're catching up, we're joking around, we're friends, right? Because a lot of the time you're spending it, and maybe you can speak to this, especially when you have, when kids are running around, you're just managing
Yeah.
the house and managing a home with
And they're
multiple
natural
children is like,
libido killers, huh?
yeah.
Oh,
boy.
Here comes the boner killers.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry.
Nothing's happening!
Oh my God.
Yeah. Our kids walked in on us. We were, as they say,
Oh.
having sex.
That's not a euphemism, Phil. That's exactly what we were doing. Having sex.
I love my kids, but yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's it, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for you. See, there, sorry, be intentional. There, that would
okay.
be, you have to be intentional about it.
Mm-mm.
The honeymoon stage, that will also die down. Things will, other priorities will pop up. Things will stress you out. Things will stress her out, and yeah, you have to be intentional about these things, including intimacy. I think
Good
that's-
advice.
that's
Good point
good.
taken.
advice.
Excellent.
I think
Excellent.
that's real.
Excellent.